It's Sunday morning, August 7th. I don't even know why I say what day it is, because by the time I get it up, it's a couple days later anyway. That's okay, but I remember it that way. Tomorrow, I think, would have been my dad's 90th birthday. Anyway, I just want to say, now that I'm flying with the drones in different videos, yes, I have registered with the FAA. Do I think that their rules and regulations will change anything until they do it differently? No. But I'm going to follow the rules anyway. Those idiots that, morons, let's call them morons, they continue to fly where they're not supposed to, at times when they're not supposed to, they're not going to change, they're not going to register, and it won't affect them, it'll only affect us that are trying to follow the rules. So now let's have a great video. Let's see how many idiots we can get on video today. Every time I come out here, I'm absolutely amazed. And I know I say that over and over and over, but this is the view as you come up Westlake Boulevard. You can see the haze that's hanging out over the valley down that way. And the news says it's because of the warm weather and the fires, which makes sense. But nonetheless, it does not diminish views like that. Makes me wish I had the other drone. And then you've got mountains like that. So everything about being out on a bicycle in the mountains like this is, it's cathartic. And I do it because I'm selfish. I have to say that if looking at a view like that doesn't get you so excited, you must be dead. That was pretty cool. Didn't even lose a propeller. I like it. I gotta say, that was pretty doggone cool. This thing. I'm trying it in 2.5 today instead of 1080. And I'm trying it at 30 frames a second so that I can get as much resolution as possible. Instead of 60 frames a second. Went a little bit faster. It did amazing. So I'm looking forward to seeing the footage. And if for some reason it didn't record it that well, then I still had a blast. I hope I got that on video because that was really cool. Look at that. What I just realized as I came up here, through here, is that if I look back that way, there's nothing up there. Overhead, nothing overhead behind me at the top of the snake, and all the way down through there, halfway at least, there's nothing overhead. So not only is this an amazing view throughout here, I think I'm gonna have to fly the snake. Exactly. I'm always, not always, but a lot of times I'm facing right into the sun, or the camera's facing the sun when I'm talking to the camera. One thing I've found about the XEagle is that when you're flying, if you've had it in follow me mode, at least on mine, when I hit land, on mine at least, it seems to just start coming straight down. That's one of those things I wish I could bring it closer to me, or that it would land within at least 5 feet of me. So I'm gonna have to test that at the park. The other thing I have not yet tested is the battery life. It seemed to be great. So what I found kind of works pretty good. Where there's a will, there's always a way. You find a way. So what I started doing is putting it in circle. So it's flying around me, and when it gets to a point where it's close to where I want it to come down, I stop the circle, I bring it down, let it hover relatively close to the ground, and then catch it, and that's what you've seen in the videos. And when you do that, you have to hit land so the motors turn off. The other one thing that I've seen, and I know I mentioned it in the last video, was the propellers. I'm gonna try different propellers, like DJI ones, because they're metal. maybe that'll work. But I think that's why the other companies went to a clip-on. It's just the torque, when that motor shuts off, those props are still spinning. And there's a lot of torque. Doesn't matter how much you tighten them on there. So here are my final thoughts on the XEagle. It's awesome, it really is. For the price point and for the infancy of all that technology that's out there, I think this one's the best. It follows the watch, which is really cool. I would like to see it with a 4K and no sound, because you really don't need the sound. The 4K camera would make the difference. But other than that, I love the size. It's a great little... And maybe locking propellers. That would be the only two things I would change. But all that can come over time. It's awesome. It really is.